what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to check out an electric bike, also known as an e-bike from Schwinn. This is a 26-inch electric mountain bike. It's called the Boundary. It's got 18 speeds, a 250-watt motor, and this can take you up to 16 miles per hour. So you can use just strictly throttle, or you can use pedal assist with this model. It's got 24-inch wheels with a front suspension fork. On this website it says built for tough trail riding. I happen a mountain bike, and I will do some mountain biking on this to let you know if it is any good at all. This is currently on sale right now for $400 on Walmart, which is a very good deal for an e-bike. But the whole reason why I bought this, I just wanted to see if you can get into an actual name brand e-bike for $400 and it'd be any good whatsoever. All right, let me take everything out of the box and then I will throw it together and we will review this. All right, guys, there we have it. Got it put together, pretty easy to do. Just got to put in the seat post, use the quick clamp and clamp it down. The rear tire and wheel and all that is already connected, so you don't have to do nothing with that. The front wheel, you just have to drop it on. It's held on just by nuts, so there's no quick release or a through bar with this, which I would prefer, but the nuts will work just fine. Front and rear disc brakes, which is nice. And overall, a decent looking package. Of course, it comes with the pedals. The battery is inside charging. It was completely dead, so I'll show you that when I connect it and all that. And this should be interesting. I know this bike, I can tell just from the size, a little bit too small for me, but it's the only size they had available, and I just wanted to do a review on this, and it'll hold my weight with no problem, so should be pretty interesting. It does have a front fork, so it will absorb some bumps on the trails. I really don't know if it's going to do good mountain biking. I'm almost hesitant to do that. I wouldn't want the frame to break or anything like that, but you never know. It might do a good job. Once again, let me know in the comments if you want to see this taken out on an actual mountain biking trail. I'm not talking jumps or anything, but definitely going over real big rocks and roots and stuff like that. This is the handlebar, of course, so this was just a stem. The stem goes down in there and you tighten this one bolt and that's what locks it in place. Looks like a pretty decent seat. It's got some decent pad. I think it's gonna be comfortable enough. And the only concern for me really on this guy is the kind of the lack of power on this motor. But if we're just using it to assist us, this should be plenty. I think I said it was 250 watts, which is pretty low to be honest. So I'm gonna pump up these tires, get the battery fully charged, and I will take it out and get you a little bit of video on the road and explain to you what I think about it. I have never, ever ridden an electric bike, so this one will actually be my first one ever. All right, got the battery pack charged up. It does work, thank God. There it is there. And that's the size. This thing is definitely a lot smaller than my current mountain bike, which is a large, which is fine because I ordered this on purpose knowing it was going to be small because that's the only size they had. But I took it for a quick ride, and I'm kind of impressed by the power. I thought the 250 watts would be really not helping at all, but it truly does help. But I'll share that with you as we take this little ride along. And then here's my full-size mountain bike, 29-inch. So as you can see, this bike is not the right size for me, but that's okay. It's good enough. Let's go ahead and take it out on the road. And I'll talk about it a little bit. Here's the controls. This just turns on the power. This is how much battery you have left, of course. And then this is the mode as far as the assistance you want from the pedaling. This is the throttle. So this is purely, you don't have to do any pedaling whatsoever. You just pull this down and you go, which is pretty cool. You do have to hold it down the entire time. So as soon as you let up, it will stop helping. So let's go ahead and take this for a ride. I'm gonna go out with my son. We're gonna go to a known area where they're building houses, and it's got a pretty good little dirt rocky path with big hills, so we'll put these to the test. I'm gonna have it on medium assist, and I'll kind of explain to you how it feels. This is my first time today driving this, which is it's pretty cool. You have to be pedaling for it to assist. So if you stop pedaling, it's not going to do anything, obviously. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Hopefully this bike doesn't break. So right now I'm not doing anything. I'm just cruising down a hill. Bike is way too small for me, but that's okay. And once I start pedaling, the motors will kick on and help me. And you can pedal slow and I'm just barely doing anything, guys. Like really, actually, I'm not doing nothing but slowly moving my legs. And it's actually a pretty comfortable ride. I mean, it takes all the effort out. See, when I stop pedaling, it stops. So once I start pedaling just a little bit, it's gonna kick on and help me get up this little hill. So pretty cool. And now I'm gonna use the throttle. So I'm not gonna pedal at all. And it's just gonna do everything for me. Now it's not quick by any means, but I'm not doing anything right now. This thing is actually better than I thought it was gonna be. Especially for me being 250 pounds. So far so good. And the pedaling really does assist. So as you can see, we got a pretty good sized hill here. All right, let's see how this bike handles. Here's a rough patch. Hopefully it doesn't break on me. But here we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way up the hill too, okay? Yeah. So I'll meet you on the top. That should take you up the hill. Yeah. All right, so here we go, guys. Pedal, there's the kick on. It's actually pretty rough. There's a lot of wow, that actually did good there. It's a pretty steep hill. This would be very hard to get up without any type of assist. So just barely pedaling. Oh my God, this is nice. Let's see if just the power can get me up here. So now I'm just holding down the throttle and I'm just cruising up along it. Obviously pedaling will get you up a lot quicker. Switching to pedaling. Wow. That makes it so easy. See if it can handle any of this stuff. This thing is actually doing really good. Wow. I am impressed. $400 bike and it is kicking ace. Awesome. I really did not think this was going to be very good, guys. But it just handled that pretty tough terrain pretty dang well. And with no issues whatsoever, and I'm not even tired at all. If I was on my normal mountain bike, I would be huffing and puffing like crazy up that hill. So I must say, definitely impressed. It did an awesome job. If you can snag one of these for 400 bucks, like, it's almost a no-brainer. I wish they had a bigger size for me. But once again, 250 pounds. I think the max is 265. And it just did that great with minimal effort. So now I see kind of the rave of electric bikes, and this one's probably one of the least powerful ones you can buy. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, definitely like and consider subscribing. If you happen to be a company watching this and want me to test one of your e-bikes, feel free to reach out, and I really want to start getting a lot of electric bikes, dirt bikes, scooters, all that stuff on this channel. So feel free to reach out. The email is below. And you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you.